So without further ado, I'll have Miguel come up on stage.
Testing, testing. Okay. Hi, everybody. Hi. All right, just give me 1 second. Alrighty, do you guys feel good? Everybody feel good here? Bring it back, guys. By the way, that's a hand gesture that I learned from Timothy. Everyone who wants to pay attention just does this. Alrighty, class, the timer has gone off and the doors have closed. Good morning. I must say that it's a huge privilege to be standing in front of the faculty, fellow crew members, in-flight leadership, and guests to give this speech. However, it is a true blue honor to have been selected by my peers to represent them as a whole. As I campaigned to get nominated, I used the slogan, "My name is Miguel, and I'm here to represent you here at JBU." And I fully intend to accomplish this goal. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts as we get ready for departure into memory lane. The doors are now closed and armed, and we have completed the final cross-check process. There is no smoking on this flight. The flight deck door has closed and sterile cockpit has begun. While preparing to arrive to JBU, remember how you were running around frantically trying to finish packing, getting last-minute errands or chores done around the house, saying goodbye to your loved ones or your not-so-loved ones, and embarking on a new journey that was the beginning of a new career here at JetBlue. You got to your hotel and checked in to your studio apartment at the Spring Hill Suites of Marriott. It was a damp, rainy afternoon as we walked across the parking lot to the Renaissance. And I'm sure all of us just wanted to see a recognizable face from our initial interview. And speaking about initial interviews, can you guys believe that it's already been 4.5 months since that day we all had to apply on February 5th for the hours of 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.? It has definitely been a journey. And to start, I would like all of you guys to close your eyes real quick and picture this. But not for too long, because you don't, according to your fam on page 113, crew members may not sleep or create the perception of sleep. To make a long story short, go ahead and do a flash memory of everything that has happened to you to get you here in this seat, this very seat that you're sitting at in this auditorium. Tiffany, in my very best impression of you, I want you guys to try to keep up with me during the interview process. First, you got an email, then an automated interview, a phone call, a phone interview, another phone interview, an 8-hour in-person interview, a group evaluation test, a seatbelt test, a drug test, an alcohol test, a height test, and a background check. But remember, no news is good news, and that's all before you even got your training date. Okay, now open your eyes. Did you guys get that? Yeah? Well, if you guys didn't remember all of it, don't worry about that, because the best thing about it is there's no knowledge check, alright? Don't hyperventilate, because I don't have a POV readily available for you. And if I did, I would have to call Tech Ops, fill out an IIR, and then tell them your location. All you have to do is simple. All you have to do is sit there, recall the memories, the fun, the good, the stress, the excitement. Encompass all those feelings and really feel it. Grasp it and put it in your hands, because you are finished. Yes. You can scream for that. You can scream for that. You've gotten to the end of your training. Well, for at least a day or two until you have to complete your IOEs. But hey, just like with our interviews, there are steps to overcome, and it's the same way with our training. On the first day of orientation, our CEO, Dave Barger, came onto the stage and stated that over 100,000 people applied to our company, and only 2,000 make it. That means we are the top 0.2%, and that is a huge feat in itself. We were selected to represent this company with pride by exemplifying the 5 core values of safety, caring, integrity, fun, and passion. Disclaimer. For the purpose of this speech, the values will not be presented in the exact order they are intended to be. So let's talk about how we represented these values during training. When it came to safety, we made sure we all wore sunblock and didn't drown while studying at the pool. When it came to caring, we tested each other and practiced yoga during breaks. Syra, where's Syra? There you go, Syra's our yoga instructor. Integrity played a huge factor because when the girls asked the boys how their makeup looked, the boys just always said it looked nice. When it came to passion, I think sleeping for only about 4 to 5 hours each night, being studious, being fully committed to our success definitely demonstrated that. And when it came to fun, that's the one that's out of order, I think it's only appropriate to highlight some moments during training. Alrighty. So, let's start with Mark. Mark, who always imitates his family members in his Bostonian accent with his pinky ring. And then calling the pilot during emergency evacuation just to him to say, "Captain, everything is good." Then there's Marty. She is just so precious. Your southern accent is just to die for. And when you speak, some of us secretly hope that Paula Deen will appear behind us. And decide to cook us some fried chicken, collard greens, and sweet humble apple pie. Where's the heart? Then we got Jorge. That's exactly what I was looking for. Hip hip Jorge! Oh, Michelle, one of the funniest moments with you is when you asked Mel if he had seen a new pirate movie during a learning activity. And when he said no, you replied back by telling him that he probably couldn't because it was rated R. There you go. It's cheesy, but it's funny. Jolene, thank you. Yes, Jolene. Thank you for inviting us for your comedy performance. It was such a joy to watch. It was and it definitely included many "oh my gosh" and they just say that moment. So, just leave like that. Shelby, you say that you are homesick, and I know a few other people are. But all I have to say to that is to consider yourself lucky that you have a home because some of us are completely homeless. When I asked Laura if there was anything funny she could remember, she said yes, but not anything in public. So I'll leave her alone now. But something fun and exciting about our class is the fact that we do have Laura in our class. Now, most of you may not know it, but Laura worked in the people department and was a part of our interview process. She decided to return to in-flight after a few years and chose our class in particular because we were the fun group. Laura, it is a unanimous feeling that we are all grateful for your presence, your insightfulness, and helpfulness during training. We are truly lucky to have you as part of our training family. And most importantly, thank you so much for being part of the process that got us all here in the first place. We need a round of applause for Laura. Laura, thank you so much. In all seriousness though, our class is full of diversity. Included in our class are teachers, firefighters, bartenders, and flight attendants. And if you ever forgot they were a flight attendant before, you were definitely reminded about it at least 5 times each day. We've got baby boomers, we've got Generation X's, Y's, and even Z's, which I had no clue even existed. We all come from different backgrounds, which creates an atmosphere for growth, appreciation, tolerance, and acceptance. In closing, I'm sure I can speak for everyone when I say that no matter how cheesy this is, we truly are bonded to one another. Heck, our 3 weeks together is longer than some of our romantic relationships. So a special shout out to all the instructors. pushed us to learn and went out of their way by making us laugh and baking us cookies. We are a team and a family, a fantastically fabulous, dysfunctional one, but full of values, full of love, full of laughter and life. So go ahead and pat yourself in the back, guys. There you go. There you go. Get it out there. Good job, good job. Now get out there, show the rest of the in-flight crew members that they better watch out, because class of 07-12 is coming. And if I must say, we're pretty amazing. So class, raise your invisible glass. And cheers or salute for our LOD in-flight crew members. To being one out of the 100,000, but most importantly, to being one out of the 42 individuals about to fly the skies. So fly, fly away, my pretties, and never look down. But before I get off the stage, Tanner, which is something very hard for me to do, because I love being in the spotlight, and besides the fact that these lights are giving me a nice tan, I want to leave you all with a quote that Susan Levinson told us on Orientation Day by Leonardo da Vinci. I was going to say For once you have tasted flight, you will walk the earth with your eyes turned skywards. For there you have been, and there you will long to return. Believe that. Thank you.